Hello and welcome back to Average Dan Collects Does FUT Pain. And what another weekend of utter heartache, pain, misery, frustration, you name it. This was the weekend. Now, I apologise that there was a week off. I had a lot going on personally last week. Got engaged, which was pretty cool. So yeah, had all that going on. So FIFA wasn't at the priority. I did get to rank 5, but it was a weekend that if I'd had a bit more time, should have been a rank 4 at least finish. Now, I'm not going to be talking too much about the gameplay. It's just going to sort of play in the background because I wanted to talk about how FIFA played this weekend a bit more and how I was finding it, because I think I'm one of many people that, I'm not the best in the world. I'm not claiming to be amazing, but God, it was hard this week. I was talking to some of my friends and they're much better players than me. They are people who finished rank 2, rank 3, and they were scraping, and I mean scraping rank 5, last game, etc., etc. I say it's really, really been a tough weekend. I mean, I just didn't know what to do. Throughout this, I'll be talking about how I changed my team, how I constantly changed tactics. I just could not find anything that worked. Couldn't find players that worked. It was really, really difficult, which I'm guessing is part and parcel of the fact that there's the World Cup hype going on. I mean, there's an absolute ton of hype in many, different ways, whether it be, an actual football, in trading cards that people are wanting to obviously buy a lot of the World Cup Prism set, or, get even tickets to go there, to actual Qatar, which, has meant that more people playing FIFA and better people playing FIFA and people getting sweatier. And I say, and sweatier players means that for someone like me who can't do all the skills and all the tricks, I'm just not as quick on the thumbsticks. No chance. Get just absolutely battered. Now, with this, I think one issue was that there was the bringing in of potential online, a lot of rumours that they're going to bring in past players. So like rule breakers, the road to the knockout stages in red picks, which probably got more and more people involved in sort of wanting to get, FUT Champs and do higher up and play that a little bit more competitively. So that was frustrating, although big up to Big 14-incher there, who a 1-0 rage quit. You can always take them. But yeah, it was just a tough weekend. I will say I have been enjoying the World Cup promo. I say it's been a very, very nice idea. Bringing back FUT swaps, always delightful. I say I've sort of earmarked the 84 player pick, the 84 plus times 20, 84 plus 20 times 3, I should say. And then I've also going to do the 84 20 times 1. And I've already done the 82 20 to do the base icon pick, which I was buzzing. We were there opening, and people, icon packs up. People were getting, Cafu, they were getting Butra, which is some great picks. Some people were getting, Roy Keane and Paul Scholes. And I got Patrick Vieira. And you just got to be so happy with Patrick Vieira as a player. I say he's a man mountain and an absolute behemoth on the game. So that was a lot of fun. But yeah, the World Cup game, as well, the World Cup aspect has definitely made it worse. Even the friendlies, if I remember rightly, the FUT friendlies never used to be so hard playing to get your FUT swaps. It was so difficult. Now, if I remember rightly, is this where I swapped my team round? This might be where I made changes. Yes, it is. So I was obviously playing with Fakir, and Haaland up top with Carrasco and the informed Carrera, who is a great card. But I switched it out. I moved to a 4-2-3-1. I did the Player of the Month Leao because he looks incredible. I had Diego Forlan's FUT Hero from a previous SBC, so I thought bring him in. And I got the Rule Breakers. Was it Rule Breakers or Out of Position Chiesa? So I was playing the 4-2-3-1. I have gone back to this format but changed who plays where. I think Leao is definitely a striker at this point. He's wasted on the wing. He needs to, he's got that lengthy acceleration, so you got to get him up top. But you can sort of see how I play with it and what changes I make, because this is one change. The team change is one, and then we move on to formo changes after this, because I'm untradeable to glory, no chance of getting new players in. So yeah, it was a frustrating weekend to say the least, although that is a lovely little dink from Forlan. And I say, Forlan's one of them sort of enigma players. I can't quite figure him out. Sometimes he's amazing, sometimes he's not. And I just struggle to sometimes create the chances that I would with Haaland, who really hurt me trying to build a new team, seeing as though he's gone from being 180k when I bought him about 3 weeks ago to now being 40k. The market crash has utterly killed me in terms of money, being the ability to do SBCs and other stuff. I will just say that this is probably one of my favourite goals. Little scoot back, little La Croqueta, nice little finish. It was a tidy goal, that. But a lot of the time, these people were just continuously scoring. I couldn't defend my CDMs. At this point, I was rocking, I think it was Lamar's Road to the Knockout and Marquisio, and they just had no defensive awareness around them. I was just running all the way up, or either those sounds stay back while attacking, and they just couldn't seem to get back in line. I couldn't switch. Don't know if anyone else has this issue, so please let me know in the comments if you do. But switching between players has become utterly painful. You're pressing LB, you're flicking the thumbstick, and it doesn't seem to work. And as you see here, this is just an absolute battering. I mean, there's no word for it. I'm 4-1 down. I think at this point, I do the only respectful thing to do to myself, and that's quit. There's no point in playing around when you're getting battered that badly. Just take yourself onto the next one, reset, calm down. Because I said I did all this, and I haven't mentioned it earlier, but in one sitting. I played all 19 games that I had left in one go. And bad idea. Always best to have a break. I think FIFA is one of those games where a lot of people can get really, really annoyed. We've seen so many people online, absolutely lose their mind playing this game. I say it's people like Pieface here in the UK. He absolutely loses it. I mean, even Run the Foot Market, who is a favourite, he loses it, and you can just see him being like, I don't want to play no more. And I kind of felt that whilst playing this weekend. I was just done. But we made it through one weekend, and we go into the next one hoping for better. I say I'm trying to grind all the foot swaps in the hope of getting someone good. I'd quite like to replace Forlan, if I'm honest. I mean, need a few players to make it happen, but we'd like to get Haaland maybe back in. Ronaldo is absolutely goated on this, which is really annoying because I'm not a United fan by any stretch of the imagination, but what is he up to at the moment? I mean, if there are any United fans that watch this, you please put your 2 cents into the comment section, because, geez, you just got to want him gone at this point, surely. No man can complain that much about the team when he's played so poorly and then get away with it. I mean, he's got to go. The last time that anyone for United did the same thing was Roy Keane. I think it was back in 2004 or 5. Made the same sort of statement, and 18 days later, he was gonzo. So you just cannot put up with such slander of the team, the club. I mean, I know like Ronaldo will probably go down as one of the top 2 players currently of all time. Maybe, I mean, there might be other people up there, but he's definitely up in the conversation at least. But he is such a shell of his former self. He kind of drags United down, and we've seen in the Premier League United jumping up in the table purely because he's not playing, and they're letting people like Bruno Fernandes, they've got Martial playing up top, Rashford, Elanga, people with energy pressing. It's really, really worth United just cutting his contract. I mean, not $500,000 a week, probably going to do them absolute wonders, and then let them buy the next centre forward that they need, either in the summer or if they can find someone in January, then that would be great. Talking about football though in the Premier League, it's been a bit of a weird start to the whole thing, because would expect Arsenal to be top of the table. I mean, I love what they're doing. I have a soft spot for Arsenal and how they play. They play some really good football, and they have surprised a lot of people with the sort of resilience and toughness. Normally, you're talking 3 seasons ago, 3 seasons, they were constantly capitulating under pressure, playing a big team, and they would just be found out. This year, they're picking up results. I mean, granted, Chelsea and Liverpool are nowhere near the teams that they used to be. United, obviously, are not much of a threat, but there's still big teams need to be beaten. There's still Newcastle absolutely tearing it up. So Arsenal, you've got to give nothing but credit to them. City probably should still win the league as long as Haaland is performing at his electric best. But Arsenal are serious contenders. Unfortunately, Wolves, we're not doing too well. I mean, I would love for us to be able to score some more goals and keep a clean sheet. We've really struggled this year, and we're going to have to see if Lopetegui can really perform some magic, because we need it. We're a team that look like we're a bit out of ideas at the moment, so we just got to keep hoping that he manages to use this World Cup period for the best. Well, there's not really been any other surprise packages apart from Newcastle, who have shown what it's like to have money and yet, sort of spend wisely. I mean, it's a shame about Isak, but other than that, they've not really spent big money on loads of massive players. They've just bought smart players with Prem experience and gone from there. So you've got to give them a lot of credit. Now, this is the game that's going on of the whole weekend. I say it was just back and forth. You can sort of see the timestamps from all the goals here. It was quick goals left and right. I score, he scores, that sort of thing. I think by now, because in the game I'd gone formation-wise, in one of the games I was playing a 5-2-1-2, that got battered, so I switched to a 3-5-2, because that's normally a really good formation. That got battered. I think at this point I'm playing the 4-2-2, and just trying to, do my best. But I was just getting scored on. Normally, I pride myself on being not the best offensively, so I'm not scoring as many goals as I probably could, but I am defensively okay. And you can sort of see, and you've probably seen in the background, although look at this, I was fuming. And this could have been a pad break moment if I was an angrier person. I had actually cleared it with Alisson, and he just stood there and then got tackled to an open net. Luckily, though, Gabriel Martinelli absolutely pings one into the top corner. And then here, I think this was kind of the game just giving, because that is an awful shot when you think about it. But that was all me getting to 11 wins. I say it's rank 5. Nothing wrong with that. I gave a few free wins away. And this is sort of what I was getting rewards-wise. So definitely Reds were better than what they have been. Bremer, he looks a tank. Looks unbelievable. Lots of pace. Schmeichel, very common. And then I took Trips. Again, good fodder for those SBCs. Then we, hopefully, because I think rank 5 is the best rank. There's like a conspiracy theory almost, I guess. But everyone thinks that this is the rank to get some really, top players. And as you can see already, that's Brian Avedo's road to the... is it the road to the final for the World Cup? And so you can see me what red picks I get. Well, no, I say red picks, the World Cup picks. But it was quite a good pack, that really, when you think about it. But if that was rank 3, you're probably not getting as much. If I am taking players as well, it's because I want them in the club for the completing the ranks and getting leveled up. I think I've got about 300 or 400 World Cup players at this point, so just trying to get as many as possible. Then this was probably the best pull of the whole pack opening here, which was an 87 Serge Gnabry. Only went for 70k, or give or take that, which I guess in this market is a lot, but it was still a decent pull. Doyle, quick sell. Everyone else, I just send again. I'm untradeable to glory. You get rid of them. So if people want to, though, and I'd love to see what did people get, what was their best picks, how are they finding FIFA? Are you enjoying it this year? Are you enjoying Weekend League at the moment? How are you finding it? Are you gonna be sweating it out this weekend, or are you just taking it easy? Because a lot of people with the World Cup starting probably might start watching the World Cup and stop playing. I'm hoping that this weekend a lot easier than this one, because it was pain, but hopefully with a few tweaks, so get untradeable rewards on Thursday, grind away, and we'll get something good. But that, we can only hope. So that is pretty much it. I was going to say, if you have watched this, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I might have to change this to a rambling on, because I don't really plan what to say, just sort of go into it. But you're going to sort of see the end of the pack opening now. And all I can say is thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a like. If you like listening to me, you might not, who knows. Then please subscribe and drop a comment down below if you can. And other than that, have a great rest of your week. I'll see you next week for FUT Pain episode 4. Hopefully the next one isn't as painful as this one. Okay, thank you. Bye.